Good morning everybody. Welcome again to NQA webinar every Saturday 9:30 until 11:30. We always every Saturday conduct the NQA webinar ya. Hari ini kita import pembicara dari luar ya, dari Cyprus. Kita bicara lebih ke data loss prevention, lebih fokus ke cyber security modul. Ya, jadi teman-teman tolong siapkan kopi, teh, dan lain-lain untuk melihat acara kita yang luar biasa di pagi hari ini ya. Next. Oke, teman-teman akan di mute, tapi kalau teman-teman ingin bertanya bisa via chat nanti, atau jika nanti diberi kesempatan untuk bertanya langsung, teman-teman bisa unmute ya, langsung bertanya. Terus gunakan background yang sama kalau bisa ya, gunakan background yang sama karena kita ada photo session. Kemudian juga kalau ada yang namanya nggak sesuai, tolong di rename sehingga nanti pembicara akan menyapa dengan nama yang benar ya. Ini sedikit terus untuk teman-teman semua. Dan saya bicara mengenai NQA. NQA adalah badan sertifikasi ISO. Kami melakukan audit sertifikasi ISO dan menerbitkan sertifikat ISO bagi perusahaan-perusahaan yang lulus dari auditnya. Kami juga ada jasa asesmen, ya lebih banyak ke jasa-jasa asesmen terkait dengan cyber security seperti pen testing, kemudian vulnerability assessment, kemudian juga ada energi audit dan lain-lain. Ya, ini untuk jasa asesmen. Kemudian kami juga punya training provider, ya kami melakukan pelatihan-pelatihan termasuk webinar kita di pagi hari ini juga masuk ke bagian dari divisi pelatihan. Dan kita juga ada modul-modul yang certified, baik yang certified internasional maupun certified nasional. Kami juga jualan beberapa software, ya softwarenya intinya mendukung tiga produk di depannya, ya. Jadi yang terkait bagaimana menjalankan ISO dengan paperless, semuanya udah mobile based. Kemudian ada beberapa terkait data security, kemudian juga terkait dengan cyber security juga, ya. Nah, NQA udah 37 tahun lebih di bisnis ini. Kami punya klien hampir lebih 60.000 sertifikat yang udah kami terbitkan di seluruh dunia. Kami beroperasi di 100 negara termasuk Indonesia dan hasil survei kepuasan pelanggan, mereka cukup happy dengan layanan yang diberikan NQA dan total karyawan yang dimiliki NQA di seluruh dunia ada 1.000 ya. Nah, ini saya perlu informasikan teman-teman, event kita hari ini free alias gratis alias tidak berbayar. Namun jika teman-teman ingin mendapatkan sertifikat yang seperti di kiri dan mendapatkan e-material juga dalam bentuk e-material nanti, kemudian bisa mendapatkan 3 e-book ya yang related ke topik kita dan juga rekaman ya rekaman dari webinar kita sehingga bisa ditonton ulang. Untuk mendapatkan keempat item tersebut ada sedikit investasi, nggak besar, hanya Rp150 saja, Rp150.000 saja. Caranya gampang, foto barcode-nya, nanti teman-teman akan terkoneksi ke Mas Aldo atau Mas Alfon untuk mengorder keempat item tersebut, ya. Jadi untuk teman-teman bisa miliki keempat item tersebut. Oke, nah ini 3 e-booknya. Ya, teman-teman bisa baca-baca ini. Yang suka baca e-book bisa mendapatkan e-book ini juga untuk baca-baca, ya. Oke. Oke, nah ini pembicara kita ya. Saya coba perkenalkan. I need to introduce our speaker this morning. The name is Eka Triana Leonova. Ya, normally we can call with the Kate ya, Kate, Mrs. Kate ya. So he come from Scoop ya. Currently he stay in Cyprus. uh, Still at night in the Cyprus, so everybody dia effort untuk bisa present di kita di pagi hari yang luar biasa karena di sana masih tengah malam katanya ya. Oke, I need to introduce directly to Mrs. Kate or Eleonora Ekaterina Leonova. Very welcome, Mrs. Kate.
Thank you so much for introduction, Mr. Navian. I'm happy to join this webinar today and I appreciate it. And I would like to thank you also in the, NQA Indonesia for organizing today's webinar and bringing us together And also, as a special thank you, I just would love to say to our partners, EBP and Mr. Ageng as well, he's here, and just thank them for excellent collaboration and our partnership in the Indonesian market. And I would love to ask Ageng, maybe he would love to introduce himself as well, and I would love to continue, share my screen. And
Hmm.
today we're going to talk about the why the classic DLP solution it's not enough in 2026.
Okay,
Again,
Okay,
you can
thank
open.
you. Thank you, Pak Novian,
Yes,
to help
Ageng.
this event. Thank you for Kit. So thank you everyone. Good morning. So on behalf of PT 4 Ruang Perkasa or EBP, thank you for joining us today. We are proud to collaborate with scope and support organization across Indonesia in strengthening data protection, insider risk management, and cybersecurity awareness. We also thank to NQA Indonesia to
Welcome.
organize. It's now my pleasure to please our speaker Miss Kate
thank
enjoy
you so much.
the
Thank,
webinar.
thank you.
This your
So,
time, kid.
yes, thanks. So today I don't want to talk about the fears. So I just want to talk about visibility. And when something goes wrong, the first question it's not which tool do we have. This is the first question is what actually happened. And I just want to start with a quick warm up. And it's a quick question to the chat. Do you already have a DLP solution? Yes or no? Please use the chat and answer us because actually most organizations do. And the more interesting question is this when an incident happened, and do you have like enough context to understand who did it, why it's happened, and whether it's a part of a bigger story.
Okay, everybody can put in the chat yes or no. You already have the DLP, data loss prevention. Udah atau belum? Yes or no? Ya, please put in the chat, everybody. Apakah ada?
Okay,
Atau
we will analyze later on. So the answers, it's good to know. It's interesting.
ya, apakah ada? Silakan put in the chat. Ini pada malu-malu kucing nih kayaknya Pak Ageng semuanya.
Iya, atau bisa jadi belum semua ini, Pak.
Oke, silakan teman-teman. Apakah pernah apa terkait pertanyaan tadi ya, terkait dengan DLP? Silakan. Sepertinya Mrs. Kate, I think nobody answer yet, but you can still continue with
Okay,
it. Okay.
yes, we will continue. Thank you. And so let's imagine that like situation 5 years ago, and most employees was worked from the office, one network and one company device. And today the situation is completely changed, and people work from everywhere. So home, airports, customer sites, hotels, and data moves through cloud drives, collaboration platforms, SaaS applications, and AI tools. So data is no longer moves in a straight line, and visibility became more difficult because the workspace changed.
Regarding the slow harvesting, what the specific meaning, Kit?
Pardon, which word?
Regarding the slow harvesting.
It's means like over weeks we're just to see these damages, and
Mhm.
So this is in this hybrid situation and this hybrid work, it's like many secure controls were designed for like works where people worked from the office, and now so today
Yeah.
information moves through other channels like I already said, and this creates the blind spots, and
Okay.
security teams are not longer protecting their office, and they are protecting people, device, and data everywhere. So it means like data no longer moves in a straight line. So
Okay. Okay. Because everybody currently work from anywhere, so the risk also increase here regarding that issue. Yeah.
exactly. So
Okay.
there
Please
are
continue.
uh, three. Let me change. So excuse me. There are three types of insider risks.
Hmm.
This is malicious insiders, this is negligent insiders, and compromised insiders. And what I call the helpful employee. So someone trying to work faster, help a customer, meet a deadline, or solve a problem. They may use personal cloud storage, personal email, or messaging applications. And now here we see a risk when the employees using their personal accounts and personal messengers during the working hours, when they're working with confidential information. The intention is good, so from the employee sides, but the outcome can still create risk. So why traditional DLP miss the story? Traditional DLP often sees the final action. What does it mean? So they are sending the alarms about the situation or about the incidents, such as a file copied, a file uploaded, a file printed. All these actions they just inform about. But risk usually starts early, and small behavior changes as well, which should be noticed, and new access patterns also. So the different working hours, like a repeated activity over time, one event means very little. Context change everything. And here I believe,
Question. I have a
yes,
question,
please.
Kit. Regarding the insider incident, yeah. Why the incident little bit difficult to detect early currently?
I believe it's just because the many incidents like begin with legitimate access.
Hmm.
So at first, everything looks normal. Nobody can notice that. But the user has permissions. And, for us, it seems like the account also is valid. But the early warning signs are usually small changes in behavior, what is easy to miss. So you just can skip it and doesn't pay attention on that. So risk often appears as a drift before it appears as an big incident, let's say. I will.
Okay, so we should be update our DLP to handle that, yeah, Kit. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Please
for
continue.
sure.
Hmm.
And next slide. Sorry, it's now another one
Question again.
question again. I would love
Hmm.
to answer because we just would love to understand from our participants how do they feel. So what is your biggest challenge today? So just please put the number also in the chat if it's visibility or it's behavior or identity, evidence or response. So please type in the chat.
Okay, everybody can put in the chat also which the biggest gap currently, yeah, or today, uh, regarding this issue. Visibility, behavior, identify, evidence, respond. I need to put the okay also. Okay. Anybody put 3, 2, and others 3 also? 4, okay.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. So let's talk about the model.
Okay.
Visibility tells us what happened. Behavior
Okay.
tells
Okay.
us,
I think this complete answer nih. Okay. 1, 2,
yes.
3, 4 already. 5 no.
Okay, this is good. This is good. I love to hear like you already understand your pain and you see your back into the company, and this is really very important. And I just wanted to add more context about each point, like about the visibility tells what exactly happened. You can see this. So behavior tells us what changes. So you can catch by analyzing the behavior what exactly happened on their workstation and what happened with personnel as well. It's now we have to control the behavior, not only the machine, the who is working on this workstation. And the identity tells us who is behind the screen, because sometimes it could be like we can use right credentials, but the system will run re-authentication. We're following the zero trust policy. We have to make sure who is working on this machine and verify the user. This is also very important. So the evidence helps us investigate. So we have to provide all the evidence, and not only during the investigation, just running to audit, you have to know what happens, and you have to have evidence even if it's needed to go to the court. You can use these reports and what the system is already provide. And response helps us act before a risk becomes damage. So we provide the like tool with which you can block the system, shut down the system, you can block the machine or block the user. So together, all these 5 elements create a context. Now I would love to talk about some use cases, just to demonstrate how is it working in real life. So just let's talk on the first case. It's healthcare case. Let's imagine the senior researcher is preparing to leave, and the access is legitimate, and the intent change. So these early signals are a pattern. This unusual access to R&D folders, or a repeated copying over time, or uploads to personal cloud destinations. So traditional DLP may catch a final upload when it's already done, but it's maybe too late. So what works here is a correlation, attribution, and evidence, not just one block rule. In this scenario, win condition is simple. The connect actions into the one story, attribute the person behind the workstation. We're just double checking who is working on this machine and keep evidence. So this is how you protect IP, reduce legal exposure, and act before the data is gone. So this is how the system protect any information, especially when the situation with employee or their leaves, or just when they're fired, what can happen. Second use cases I just would love to talk about, this is belong to fintech, because we also knows like the banks, the processing centers, these all huge segments, they're just urgently need cybersecurity tools. It's very important because they're running and they're just own a lot of personal data. It's card details, it's personal information. So in this case, I just wanted to discuss, like valid credentials don't always mean a trusted session. Session can be compromised, and stolen credentials and shared access. So, for example, if an employee can jump into the other employee's machine, and it's also already risk. So, early signals appears as atypical access patterns. And anomalies is working time and tools and behavior, like diversion from baseline, let's say. And DLP may see alert action, and because the account is authorized, and it still misses the risk. It's because for the system, for DLP solution, it looks like it's normal behavior. So the question becomes, how do you trust the session, not just the password which was used by user? In fintech, activity may be technically allowed. So the key is identity assurance and behavior correlation, plus evidence and response. This is where inside the risk moves beyond the classic DLP rules. And one more case I would like to talk, because it's also sensitive moment and very important. This is government organization. Let's talk about the defense. So access right can be valid, as we discussed before, but abnormal volume and timing can indicate the misuse. So often the environment is restricted. We know in government organization how is it going, and it's needed. It's required first of all on-prem solution, and sometimes offline and compliance heavy. This is their requirements, and these requirements are really very strict, and they're just running a strict audit, strong identity and evidence, because the cost of delay, it's not only commercial in this case. We understand this, and across sectors the patterns repeats. And what is the key insight? So as you see on this slide, actually, so the patterns and on all these use cases are already described. They're actually what is common here. Across industries, we see the same patterns. It's legitimate access. This is first. Small behavioral drift. DLP often flags late when it's already happened, and context determines whether teams see risk early or late. This is like four points which we can like summarize from all these cases.
Question, Kit.
Yes, please.
What are the biggest blind spot for organization maybe for today? Yes, we still have today. The biggest blind spot.
Yeah, it's a good question. Thank you. And like I would like to highlight like three blind spots. This is first, it's camera gap.
Camera gap.
Yeah, DLP solutions are not able to see what's going on, and the most important that the popular way of data leakage now, it's we are making pictures also, pictures from the smartphone, and this plus this opportunity, our biometric authentication cover this camera gap. So the next one, this is context gap, and we already discussed all these patterns, how by analyzing the behavior and atypical behavior and unusual patterns, we just collect all the context plus collecting the evidence in case if it's needed. And the last one is attribution gap. So many teams know something happened, but fewer understand why it's happened or who was exactly responsible for this act.
Okay. Kate, one more question regarding the attribution gap. You said the attribution gap. What the specific one regarding the attribution gap?
I think we already discussed this all 3 points, this attribution gap. So it's we cover all these points by analyzing the behavior, by analyzing the context, and
Nice.
visualizing of what's going on from the user side.
Okay. Okay. Please continue.
Yeah, if I may recommend something, I just would love to discuss so what you can do from the next week. So just identity, your 3 most sensitive repositories. I think if you will find out which is most confidential, most sensitive, just identify them. Later on, define abnormal behavior. Define how to prove attribution, and define who owns response and evidence. If you will make these few steps, you already will be more stronger and more protected.
Okay. So what should the organization should be stop doing for the next week? Okay.
I would say, so the first of all, stop assuming that no alerts means no risk. They just maybe they don't see because it's not happened, but it's close to this. And many insider incidents develop like query over time. Traditional DLP remains necessary, but it is not longer sufficient by itself.
Noted.
Let me add participants. And what is the key takeaway? We can summarize so what organizations exactly need in 2026. The organizations need visibility, identity, evidence, and response working all together. So now just analyzing and alarm, it's not enough.
Noted.
I think now we can go to some questions. If we have any questions from our participants, let's discuss, please. I would be happy to answer on their questions as well.
Okay. If you check in the chat, Kit, some question, I will try to read for you. The first question, how is the AI changing the data protection? This is the first question. How is AI changing data protection?
So this is also very good question and popular nowadays. So these days, because AI now we implement more in our workflows and all these processes, and
every step, everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, correct.
Absolutely. And the employee, maybe without any specific purpose, they could download any confidential information in any LLM, let's say, so they just can get ready to prepare themselves to any reports or KPIs. For sure, we know the AI it works very well. So in this case, we also have protect the system because AI it's everywhere and implemented in all work and processes. So we have to create more strong policies as well. It's very important just to control what kind of documents really uploaded into AI. Just to be protected. A lot of leakage happened. From other side, how AI helps us as a vendor. By implementing AI, we can provide more stronger and more deeper analytics about the employee behavior. So we can also track the pattern and provide the full detailed even advices on what points the head of department or sys administrator has to pay attention because the AI, by analyzing, it was like highlighted some patterns about the atypical behavior to prevent the incidents which could happen.
Yes, because I have discussion also with my friends. Yeah, this not a long a couple days ago. My friend is work for the financial director in one company. And he said currently he don't contact the financial consultant to do the review about the annual report. They just only put to the AI and AI make the good summarize, yeah, and they don't want the financial consultant to do the review again currently. They just only using the AI. Yeah, sometimes it's good, yeah, sometimes easy, but sometimes yeah, regarding the security, maybe this should be considered also. Is this correct, Kate?
Yes, absolutely. AI accelerates productivity and risk at the same time, like I told, by analyzing, but we cannot control if we have not right tool on the place.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. That's good one. We have the second question. This is can a well-intentioned employee become an insider threat because using personal or email or cloud faster and practical? Because using personal email or cloud faster than and practical.
Yes, that's true and correct. It's possible. And many incidents begin with convince rather than malicious intent. Maybe sometimes the employee doesn't want to do this. It's happened because we all human being. And the employee want to work faster and they would love to help customers sometimes as soon as possible just to make their job properly and good and fast and quickly. And so they're just running after deadlines and trying to do it as quickly as possible. So the good intention can still create risk. Not every inside the risk starts with the bad intention. It's just a kind of human factor.
Okay, the human factor. Okay, that's nice. That's good. Anybody need to have the question? You can unmute and can ask directly to Mrs. Kit if any. If
Maybe I have one,
okay,
Pak Putra.
Pak Ageng. Okay, go ahead, Pak
Okay,
Ageng.
so Kate, thank you for your explanation. Yeah. So if I have one question, if a company already has a DLP, yeah, in place, what is usually the biggest missing piece?
It's a good question and fair question because sometimes when we just introduce our solution, so we already know yes we already have DLP on place. So
Yeah.
what can we do? And the biggest missing part, this is context, and this is what I was trying to explain today. So traditional DLP is good, and it's telling you that something happened, but it's much weaker in explaining why it's happened. This is not possible with DLP solution, so the classic DLP solution. And so it was risky behavior, or if it was part of larger pattern. So security teams need the story, and not only alert after it's happened. They have to see all this circle. What's happened before? What happened during this incident? So how it's happened? And even AI provide the report why.
So scope
DLP
is
tells
not
you something happened. Yes, context tell you
so
why.
so scope is not a traditional DLP, right?
Yes, it's not traditional DLP for sure. So
So
Scoped tells you who is working on workstation, how they're working on workstation, what kind of data leaking, via which channel it's leakage it's happened, and plus collect and provide all the evidence for investigation and court if it's needed. because we all know these reputational damages and like financial fees as well in case if some data leaks happened. It's painful for the companies.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say like DLP, classic DLP. It's good to have. But the point there is a big difference between classic DLP and this user activity and inside the risk monitoring platform.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So if we don't talk about the traditional, what the other one? So the scope is the modern one, something like.
Yes, we just correct. We just first of all we was thinking about the differentiation. On the market, there are a lot of solutions, or separately, which is provide time tracking functionality, or separately, which is provide DLP. So we just try to be unique and we add this functionality because we understand like this alarm after the incident has happened. It's not enough. We implement a lot of analytic by analyzing the behavior and any actions and the way how the employee working, even their efficiency, even their productivity. It also helps even a HR department by analyzing the report to implement the best practice. So they can compare, like, let's say, like leaders with insiders. They can check what kind of tools they use during the working hours. So what kind of, with whom they communicate more often, because all these patterns, all these connections, at the end you will see. And you don't need to do anything manually. You don't need to compare manually. We will provide to you all these group analytics, which will be like faced.
Okay. The next question, Kit, because in our country, everybody very focused regarding the price, the money, the price also. In if they talk, they need a transfer from the traditional one to the modern one. They will ask how much the investment, something like that. So this is the major issue. And when they get the price little bit higher, they don't talk about the what meaning the risk behind them something. They just only focus to the price only. This the common maybe in our country. Everybody talking about the price. How to give the solution about that based on your experience maybe.
I would say like we also was thinking about that and we just wanted to be competitive at the market. And if you will compare our solution with others, you will be absolutely happy with all
Oh, good.
functionality which is included in our platform. So the price is, I believe, it's absolutely affordable, and also we create our platform to be as easy as possible. And we're running the implementation and the replaceable. It could be very easy and fast because installation could be run by one day. So this
Okay.
is also the beauty, and it's for, I believe, for the technical team, for engineers. So it's very important because it's their responsibility to implement fast and to like prove all the concept during the pilot.
Okay. Regarding the installation, this is considered can do remotely or should be considered the on-site
Yeah,
for
so actually
installation.
we provide on-prem solution which is installed on the machine, and it could be run remotely using the Active Directory. And
Okay.
I believe there's the policy, so the on-prem, this is very important for the organization, especially government organization. Why? Because of the government requirements and policies. So by providing the on-prem solution, we leave on the customer side the ownership. customer consider where they will store all this data which will be collected. So the beauty of the solution, we have zero access. Not we, not our partners, nobody, but the customer. So our endpoint user only just running and store their data with 100% client ownership. And I believe it's very sensitive, and this is very important because so by working in different countries, we just know this is the most huge requirements from the government, just to keep all the information inside.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the answer. So in the chat again, Aldo have the question, what matters more, blocking the action or having evidence? What matters more, blocking the action?
It's kind of like what is more important, just to
Yes, I
block,
think so.
just to react fast, or just to have evidence.
Yes,
Uh,
correct. Which one?
Yeah, I think it's needed both. And,
Both
and,
together.
and yeah, for sure, you have to react, and also you have to have in place the evidence as well. Like blocking helps reduce the immediate risk. This is also painful, so, because imagine the situation when CIS is out of office or this is bank holidays. How they can act? They already received this alarm, like or virus in the system, or some suspicious entering of the database. So how they can act? He should jump to the computer. He jump to react, right? So the blocking possibility, it should be as easy as possible for the administrator. This is the first question, like first half of the question. But the second one, evidence helps security, helps HR. I already mentioned, like it's also helps to analyze the behavior and employee. And also it helps to legal team and management understand what's happening and act with confidence.
Okay, so the answer
The
should be
answer is both. Both.
both, yeah, together, yeah, both together.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay. So the next question, how do you think about the screenshot leak and photo leaks? We can get and modify as we regarding the screenshot leak and photo leaks.
This is very good question. Thank you
Hmm.
so much. Actually, the screen shots and making pictures, this is one of the most popular way of data leakage, because the
Correct.
easiest way just to open the confidential document and come with smartphone and make a picture. The
Hmm.
easiest way. And in this case, the system will not send alarm. The file, confidential file, was attempted to be sent via email or via messengers, so in any other ways which is possible. The easiest way is to make a picture of the screen. So we prevent this way because it's very popular, as well as the making screenshot. If you will mark this document as a confidential, in any attempts to make the screenshot of confidential document, I don't know in which purpose, just to later on next step supposed to be attempt to send via personal messenger, because it's
Hmm.
another one way of very popular data leakage. So in this case, it's we prevent all these attempts. And DLP solutions actually doesn't provide the like biometric authentication and prevention pictures like via smartphone. Yeah, this is very good question actually. Traditional
Yes,
controls often see nothing.
yeah, because currently many application in our phone, so we don't need to go to the photo station currently. We can do ourselves by ourselves and can modify our picture also with AI, yeah. So this will be considered, yeah, regarding this issue, yeah, because the data can possible to kept
So
by the other person, yeah. Okay.
Correct, correct. This is very important because it's kind of like blind spot. Nobody can see and catch and prevent this way.
Okay, thank you. So the next question, how important is on-prem deployment for today? On-prem deployment.
On-prem deployment also, yes, I mentioned a little bit, especially in government organization, but we discuss it's more about the storage, I believe, and the collecting all the data, which is our platform at the end provide to our endpoint users. So for many organizations, it remains critical. It's on-prem because sensitive data stays under the customer's control and supports compliance requirements, which we discussed before also, yes, and strengths trust. So for many organizations, trust begins with ownership. And on-prem, it's already installed on the client infrastructure.
Okay, I think this answer already. Is there any question? Or you can direct a question to Mrs. Kate. Very welcome, everybody. Please unmute and direct question to Mrs. Kate. Anybody? Okay, I think nobody, Kate. So your slide you finished already? Your slide finished?
Yes, it was a QA session. Let me please close the chat. It was opened. What is the first practical step organizations should take? Yeah, this was again, we can come back to this previous slide. And this is our next steps. So just to define the sensitive repositories, which is mean which folders the confidential and sensitive documents collected, and protect them. Just next one is define abnormal access for your organization, and how you prove attribution as well, and define ownership and response. So if there is no ownership, so if there is no responsible person in place, so there is no any let's say like best practice will not goes in this organization.
Okay, I think this good one. And one more again, Kate.
Yes, please.
Should organization monitor AI usage because right now AI are being used in many working stations and uncontrollable. Talk about AI again.
It's may I please one more time to hear this question?
Should the organization monitor AI usage?
Yeah.
Because right now AI are being used in many working stations everywhere. Everybody can use the AI. So how to control them, something like that.
First of all, organizations should understand which AI tools is being used, because nowadays we also knows how many different LLMs so integrated, and what kind of tools. This is the first, it's very important, what kind of AI and what information is being shared to being downloaded in this AI, and whether sensitive data is protected. Governments, so it's just as important as technology now. Everything should be in order. You cannot manage what you cannot control. So if you know what kind of LLM or AI tool is used by user, you can make some specific restrictions for this AI. And also just protect your data, and just put the restriction for the sending files via this tool.
The problem one, Kit, because AI can use by mobile phone also, not just only by computer or the laptop, yeah, but possible using by the mobile phone. They can put the yeah question or company information also to the mobile phone. So this is talking about the behavior, yeah, the staff or the employee behavior. So you should be make the clear uh, do and done, yeah, regarding
Yeah,
the
I'm just
AI using.
I'm creating this situation when
Hmm.
the employee using their mobile phone by working hours and working with some confidential information. In this case, they will not be able to make screenshot and download this full detailed, let's say, document, right? What they
Hmm.
can do, they can just use by keywords. They can just kind of like consult with AI, but the point they will not be able to download these documents and a database or wherever, so this like context they are working on. Yeah, yes, for sure, some small attempts of leakage could happen by just using the AI in mobile, but the most important thing, they will not be able to send the database and the confidential documents as it is, as a full document, because of our restrictions.
The restriction, yeah, this will be give the good awareness to the every people in the company, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
they will not be able to make a picture of this document. They will not be able to make a screenshot of this document. How they can upload this file into AI for analyzing? They will not get access. These attempts will be blocked.
Okay, if we already put in AI, it is possible for us to revoke the data and take out again, something like that, or try to delete or something.
No, if it's already uploaded, I'm not sure if it's possible. It's the same. Like I imagine, like it's the same. Like we already sent email. I would love to change. I would love to change something in this email, but unfortunately, I have no chance to do it. It's
Okay,
already done. It's already done. This bottom, it's already pressed.
okay, noted, noted. Okay, so they have any question from Mr. Chris? Hi, Kate, from your point of view, how we can relate CM with DLP,
Uh,
SE with DLP?
yeah. So our platform, it's 5-in-1, and we already provide the CM and XDR capability as well. But in case if we face situation which organization is already spend a lot of money and bought SIM capability, SIM tool, and they already have, so we made our platform so friendly and it has zero conflict with existing tools. We are also able to collect logs from the existing SIM system. So our customers can use our SIM system, also collect the logs and uh, provide these alarms, and or we can use existing SIM system as well.
Okay, Chris, this is answer already, or you have more question? Okay, I think enough. Okay, anybody have the question? We still have a time of 5 minutes. Anybody? You can take the answer directly. Please unmute and you can ask directly to Siskit. Okay, if no, Kate, I think enough already from the participant. So please close your material. We have the closing statement from our previous.
Yes, yes, for sure.
Okay. Aldo Alphon, please. Oke, thank you everybody. Terima kasih teman-teman sudah mengikuti webinar kita yang luar biasa. Jika masih ada pertanyaan, bisa chat atau bertanyakan langsung ke saya atau ke panitia, ada Mas Aldo atau Mas Alfon. Jika ada pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang tersisa, nanti kami bisa langsung tanyakan ke Mrs. Kate ya terkait dengan pertanyaan yang ingin ditanyakan. Sekali lagi saya informasikan bahwa event ini free alias gratis alias tidak berbayar. Namun kalau teman-teman ingin mendapatkan rekaman dari event ini, kemudian mendapatkan 3 ebook juga, kemudian mendapatkan e-material, lalu e-sertifikat. E-sertifikatnya seperti yang ada di kiri, ada sedikit investasi sebesar Rp150.000 saja. Caranya gampang, tinggal foto barcode-nya. Nanti teman-teman akan terkoneksi ke panitia untuk mendapatkan keempat item tersebut. Investasinya nggak besar, hanya Rp150.000 saja. Ingat ya, rupiah ya, bukan dolar ya. Nah, ini 3 ebooknya. Teman-teman bisa dapatkan 3 ebook ini yang ingin baca atau kolektor ebook bisa menambah perbendaharaan ebooknya ya. Oke. Nah, kita juga butuh input atau masukan dari teman-teman semua terkait webinar kita di pagi hari ini. Jika ada yang ingin teman-teman kasih masukan atau inputan agar kita lebih baik lagi ke depannya, tolong foto barcode-nya dan isi beberapa pertanyaan di sana. Dan mudah-mudahan ke depannya kita bisa perbaiki dan bisa melakukan improvement ke depan. Nah, yang teman-teman belum pernah tahu mengenai NQA, baru pertama kali ikut webinar, ya. Teman-teman tolong catat kita setiap Sabtu ada event webinar seperti ini jam 9.30 ya mulainya dan bisa ikutan ya topiknya macam-macam. Yang hari ini kita fokusnya ke DLP, minggu depan dengan topik yang lain dan agenda yang lain. Foto barcode-nya nanti teman-teman akan terkoneksi dan bisa mendapatkan rekaman-rekaman dari event webinar kita. Kita kasih di YouTube channel kita, YouTube channel NQA Indonesia. Di sana ada rekaman-rekaman dari semua webinar yang pernah kita lakukan ya. Nah, ini untuk minggu depan. Next week kita akan bicara dengan coach kita yang luar biasa. Ini Coach Venture akan membahas mengenai mengapa orang yang kurang kompeten justru dipromosikan. Wah, ini kayaknya kayak topik yang sedang rame nih sekarang ya di negara kita ini ya. Ya banyak sekali orang-orang yang menjabat ya dan baru dilantik ya dan merasa ya mungkin convention langsung menarik, isunya langsung dibahas di minggu depan ya. Tolong catat tanggalnya, tanggal 4 Juli. Oh, udah ganti bulan ya. 4 Juli di minggu depan oleh Coach Venture, mengapa orang yang kurang kompeten justru dipromosikan saat ini. Kita lihat ya dari pengalaman dan kompetensi mengapa mereka bisa dipromosikan. Catat tanggalnya minggu depan ya, jam yang sama, jam 9.30 pagi di channel yang sama. Yang mau ikutan daftar bisa langsung foto ya barcode-nya. Nah, ada juga event ini aduh tulisannya kecil banget ini tanggal 8 Juli ya. Judulnya adalah Crisis Proof Your Business. Ini bicara lebih ke bisnis, mengapa bisnis kita dari tahun ke tahun atau dari waktu ke waktu harus diperbaiki dan harus diimprove. Ini bagus untuk para pemilik bisnis ya, business owner untuk ikutan event ini. Adanya di tanggal 8 Juli kalau nggak salah sebentar, benar ya. 8 Juli, benar ya. Secara online jam 1 sampai dengan sore hari ya. Teman-teman yang ingin ikutan, terutama para business owner yang ingin ikutan, foto barcode-nya dan ikutan event kita di tanggal 8 Juli ya. Silakan ikutan ya, foto barcode-nya. Oke. Dan ini event untuk teman-teman di QA ya, ada terkait QA dan QC untuk bisnis excellent ya. Silakan ikutan. Ini berbayar teman-teman ya, tanggal 9 dan 10 Juli. Jadi 2 hari ya bagaimana kita menjadi QA dan QC dengan orientasi yang excellent ya atau untuk bisnis excellent ke depannya. Ini untuk teman-teman QA dan QC. Foto barcode-nya dan langsung terkoneksi. Kita juga ada event berbayar ya ini untuk lead auditor ISO 27000 ya untuk menjadi lead auditor ISO 27000 tanggal 13 sampai 17 ya 5 hari di Cyber Tower ini offline ya. Di Cyber Tower ada investasinya di sana. Teman-teman yang ingin menjadi lead auditor untuk ISO 27000 silakan daftar dan foto barcode-nya ya. Silakan teman-teman yang ingin menjadi. Oke, cukup sudah acara kita. Kita ada foto bersama. We have the take a picture together, skit, ya, with the participant also. please open your camera, please. Anybody? Please open your camera. Thank you, Pak Hendriawan, Pak Tritan, Pak Siswanto. Oke, open your camera. Oke, saya hitung ya. Kasih jempol mungkin for Miss Kit. Kasih jempol. Oke, 1, 2, 3. Tahan, tahan. Oke, one more, one more. 1, 2, 3. Tahan. Oke, cukup acara kita. Kit, you have the small greetings or small for the closing this event. Please say something.
As a summary, I would love to recommend that the companies just to be involved in this process, to take care about the security and data protection and data leakage, because the afterwards it could happen to the more worse damage. And yes, so just I would love to also recommend to get in contact, to be in touch with our partners, with our EBP. And again, I believe they will provide the full comprehensive information about the platform and discuss the opportunity, how they can have our solution on their companies.
Oke, thank you. Pak Ageng, maybe you have the kata penutup, Pak Ageng.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih untuk Kate. Thank you, Kate, to explain. And Pak Putra dari NQA dan juga teman-teman NQA yang lain, Pak Aldo dan Pak Alfon. Terima kasih juga untuk peserta yang lain. Kalau ada pertanyaan berkaitan dengan DLP, bisa kontak NQA ataupun kami, sama-sama saja. Itu saja dari kami. Terima kasih semuanya. Selamat pagi.
Oke, thank you everybody. Thank you Kit. Thank you Ageng. Thank you everybody.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.